The state of healthcare at the moment is not good. It doesn't matter where you go in the world, whether it's Australia, the United States of America, the third world. Healthcare is in real trouble, and it's times like this when the world's greatest minds need to come together to try and think of a solution and deliver a diagnosis, if you will. So don't worry, I've arrived, and I'm going to give healthcare its checkup. I've already taken off my pants. You're watching The Noble Truth. G'day and welcome to The Noble Truth. This season on The Noble Truth we are going to be tackling one huge issue each instalment, and the first one we're tackling is healthcare. In a prescription for socialism. Why? Well, as of recently healthcare has become an issue quite close to my heart, as I had a run-in that led me to a hospital bed. Check it out. Yep, that's recording. So, guys, I'm about to become a huge hero because just up there, see that balloon? There is a 6-year-old boy in that balloon and I'm going to save him. Oh, my leg! Someone call an ambulance! I was appalled to learn through my treatment that I was not guaranteed the flawless yet curmudgeonly hilarious treatment of someone like Dr. Gregory House. I didn't even receive the Grey's Anatomy style treatment where a young hot doctor falls in love with me. I blame the Premier. But we all know that the hospital system is falling apart at the seams, and look, Kevin Rudd promised this, our Prime Minister, in his last election campaign.
I'll work cooperatively to get our hospital fixed, but in the end, the buck will stop with me.
Yes, Kevin Rudd made the election commitment that if the hospitals are still being failed to be run by the state government, that the federal government would take that over a few months ago. But look, it's okay because a few months ago Kevin Rudd came out and said that they're still looking into the hospital systems and they're going to launch some exploratory committees to see how the hospitals are being run. And I think that's okay because I think we all did know when he said the buck will stop with me, he meant the buck will stop with me when I have a clue how the hospitals are being run. He likes to swear. But look, he's not just doing wonderful things though, Kevin Rudd. He has made some very dangerous proposals for how health is going to be run in Australia that was pointed out by one of the Liberal Party backbenchers.
But what do we now see after only 18 months of the Australian Labor Party in government? We see the same ideological attack dogs in the Australian Labor Party go for the jugular of private health insurance.
The importance of private health insurance. Private health insurance is the free market. And the free market is the foundation of economic stability in Australia. And Kevin Rudd, it will only work if the government is there to look after the free market. But look, I was just appalled by this proposal of the government, so I thought I better head down to the nation's capital, Canberra, in the ACT, to give Kevin Rudd some smack and have the Noble Truth's voice heard. Hit it. Now I finally arrived in the nation's capital, Canberra, ready to take on the Australian Labor Party and their reckless healthcare policy. Unfortunately, no one was in. I probably shouldn't have gone on the weekend. So I went to the only other thing there is to do in Canberra, go to the Interactive Science Museum Questacon. Now this is lots of fun because the exhibits are so interactive you don't even think about the science you're not learning. And unfortunately with the throw the ball game there were some people who just didn't seem to be taking it seriously. Well, when I got my go, I wasn't going to let the opportunity slip through my fingers. I was going to teach these kids a lesson. And look, brilliant throwing and brilliant catching. I had mastered the exhibit. I was owning it. Well, at least when my partner wasn't stuffing it up. Anyway, there was another exhibit that I saw, which is a 3 fall, which was a few meters drop where I had to let go of a pole and just let gravity do the talking. Now, I'm not scared. I'm just getting adjusted to the height and building suspense. Yep, okay, let go. Yes! It was a lot of fun. But you know, if Australia having so many problems with our healthcare system, we should probably turn to the best healthcare system in the world, which is obviously...
America already has the best healthcare in the world. We do take care of our sick. You're about to lose the best healthcare system in the world. What does it mean for the rest of the world if we lose our position as the innovator, as having the best healthcare in the country, in the world?
Despite this amazing healthcare system, Barack Obama, for some reason, is trying to push through some proposals, and he gave a joint speech to Congress, which didn't go down very well with one particular congressman.
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegal.
Obama supporters were outraged at Joe Wilson making this unprecedented move of calling out, "You lie," at the President of the United States in the joint session of Congress. But you know what? Barack Obama's lucky Kanye West was not in attendance. He did not mention Beyonce once in his healthcare speech. And you know, I think Joe Wilson was standing up for the truth. He was standing up for integrity. And you can't really blame him, because after so many years of having a president who, you may agree or disagree with him, but at least you know where he stands, because he has Christian values and brought Christian integrity and honesty to the office of president, giving these speeches.
Saddam Hussein has gone to elaborate lengths, spent enormous sums, taken great risks to build and keep weapons of mass destruction.
You see, Joe Wilson isn't used to hearing lies in front of Congress. But look, I better quickly add a disclaimer that actually nowhere in the bill does it say illegal immigrants will get funded by it. However, we know Obama is a very smart president, and he probably wrote it in an invisible ink. At the centerpiece of the American healthcare debate is the idea of a public option, a government-run non-for-profit option to compete against the private insurance premiums. Now, look, this is a first and foremost and last most and I guess middlemost too, a terrible, destructive idea. This is the beginning of socialism, government taking over the free market. This is absolutely flies in the face of everything the free market stands for. Health insurance companies have been spending millions of dollars over years to fund senators and congressmen's campaigns. And if you can't buy a vote in America, where does it stop? This doesn't stop. That's the point. It does not stop. Thankfully, there are a handful of Democratic senators holding out on supporting a public option. What heroes? Don't usually call Democrats heroes, but these ones are. Because they know that their constituents who currently can't afford healthcare costs, we know that they know that it's best for the country for them not to have healthcare. And we know that they know that fundamental to the idea of capitalism and the free market is that corporations can charge whatever they like for goods and services, whether, especially if those goods and services have a fundamental impact on human life. Because really at the center of capitalism is human life. And I say thank you to those senators for being brave and saying, yes, we can continue to accept millions of dollars of campaign contributions to support capitalism. Anyway, there's my look at healthcare on the Noble Truth. See you next time.